What is good, fight fans? This is Ashley's Corner. And I've been thinking about this for a very, very long time, and I just wanted to share my thoughts. We'll just come to the point, we'll come to the conclusion together. How about that? This right here on the screen is a picture of Shakur Stevenson and Gervonta Davis. This is no longer, okay? This picture is over 3 years old. Over 3 years old, okay? Now, Shakur Stevenson is listed, well, he's 23 years old. He's a southpaw. He is listed as like 5'8" or something like that. I believe he's 5'9", and he's got a 68-inch reach, and he won the WBO off of 5'6" Joet Gonzalez. I believe that was at 126 pounds, 130, something like that. But if you can look at this picture, he's standing there talking to Devin Haney, which looks like he's probably a half inch or maybe an inch taller than him. And Terrence Crawford right in the back. Man don't look like the same man that he was 3 years ago, okay? He's not the same size as Gervonta Davis. I've heard numerous people say that. Fans, I've heard media say it. I've heard a person giving him an interview say that he's around the same size as Tank. And Shakur smiled and said, yeah, even though it's bullshit, because they're not the same size whatsoever. And that interview happened a couple months ago. So the dude knows. I mean, he was in camp with, he went to go see Gervonta Davis when he was in camp preparing for Leo Santa Cruz. And I can't find that picture, but they're not the same size. By far the same size. This is him standing right next to Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is listed at, I think he's listed at 5'9", which he probably is not. Probably a little bit taller than 5'9". And he has a 74-inch reach. And he just fought a 5'9" with a 69-inch reach, Kell Brook, at 147 pounds, because Terrence Crawford is a welterweight. Okay? And Shakur Stevenson is a 126-pound fighter. And I'm going to say that because when all the Mexicans move up from 118 pounds like Leo Santa Cruz and fight at 130, everybody says he's moving up from 118. So Shakur Stevenson is a 126-pound fighter or a 130-pound fighter. That's the same damn size as Terrence Crawford, which is a welterweight. And according to Terrence Crawford, his family, his sister, and his team, Terrence Crawford is a big welterweight. So you can look at the picture, him standing next to Terrence Crawford with his shirt off. They're the same damn size, bruh. He's not 5'8" anymore. Not anymore. He's a damn welterweight right now, okay? He's a welterweight. And when he was fighting at 126, he was arguably a lightweight. He was a 135-pound fighter, for real, for real. And this is him standing next to Teofimo Lopez. This is when Terrence Crawford fought Green Machine. Okay, so this wasn't a long time ago. He's bigger than Teofimo Lopez. Teofimo Lopez fights at 135, and he's the one that's busting out the seams trying to move to 140. Teofimo Lopez is 23 years old. He is 5'8", which is probably not true. Maybe it could be true. He's 5'8" with a 68.5-inch reach, and he just like that, he's busting out the seams, and he's moving to 140 pounds. That would be his natural weight class, in my opinion. His father said he's been killing himself to make weight for years, and we're talking about making 135, not making 125 or 130, making 135 pounds. The man is busting out the seams, and he's about to move to 140. So, and he's the smallest one out of the 4 people that I'm talking about. Now, Devin Haney, 22 years old. He's 5'9" with a 71-inch reach. I don't think that's true either. You see him standing right next to Daniel Jacobs, yo. And on to the right, that is Boo Boo Andreas. Bruh, no. His natural weight class is 140 pounds. The reason why this man stays in the gym, he can't gain no weight if he If he freaking wanted to, he couldn't have a proper meal. That man probably never get back down to 135 pounds. He big as hell, yo. I don't care. No, and Devin Haney's probably 5'10", for real. He's 5'10". He's not 5'9". That shit is old news. It was then, this is now. That's not no more. And you see him standing next to Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia is listed, 22 years old. He's listed at 5'10" with a 70-inch reach. Now, I'm just saying, yo, you just seen Devin Haney standing next to Daniel Jacobs. Daniel Jacobs is 5'11" and a half with a 73-inch reach, and he's a 160-pound fighter, 168. Now, I know at some point in time, at some period, doesn't matter what your height is. It all depends on your size, and that's how, we determine these weight classes. I understand that. You know what I mean? But when it comes down to, like, those are the four biggest dudes from 135 down. Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo Lopez, and Devin Haney. Now, Teofimo is the smallest one out the four, and he's the one busting out the seams to go to 140. All of these fighters, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, Devin Haney, all of them supposed to be at 140, and Shakur Stevenson. All of y'all supposed to be fighting at 140 pounds, okay? Now, the only reason why I'm saying this stuff, like, it is what it is. I know if you can make the weight and you can fight there. Okay, but this is the reason why I ain't giving no respect when you beat smaller guys. Because I believe you're not supposed to be in that weight class. That's like Terrence Crawford or Earl Spence going down to 135 and whooping all of y'all ass. I'm just saying. It's the same thing in my opinion. Like, if they were campaigning at 140, knowing they supposed to be welterweights, and they went down to 135 just to wipe out y'all careers, you'll be salty. But, I mean, somebody like me can't respect something like that. Like Devin Haney beating up on Gamboa, all right, I knew it was going to happen. If Devin Haney matter of fact, Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, even Shakur Stevenson, if any four of them beat Gervonta Davis, I'm not going to give him much credit for it. I'm not going to give him much respect. And y'all can say whatever the hell you want. I'll be extra petty. I don't give a fuck. I'll give them the most respect that they deserve when they fight each other. Because all of y'all around the same age, the same height, the same reach. All of y'all got the same build, muscles everywhere, popping out, skinny as a mug, because you're in a weight class that you're not supposed to be in. If you really want to be great, you want somebody to respect your talent and shit, fight somebody that's your size and on your level. Because I know if you did beat Tank, y'all will be beating on your chest like you're Floyd, you're the next Floyd, or you're King Kong or some shit. And really, you just beat the smaller guy. That's why I knew Teofimo was going to beat Lomachenko, not because he's a better fighter or better boxer, better IQ. He don't got better none of that. It's because of his size. And it was evident when that fight started, Lomachenko didn't do shit for the whole time. Because of the size, because of the reach. That's all the fuck it is. Now, if you want to showcase your talent and want to prove that you're the best, Shakur Stevenson, Ryan Garcia, Teofimo, Devin Haney, all four of y'all should fight each other. Anybody beat any one of each other, y'all, we're going to know that y'all are talented. We're going to see and give you all the respect you deserve. But fighting a small guy, in my opinion, that shit's easy work. I'm not saying Lomachenko or Tank is easy work. Because like I said, if he would have stopped, if the ref would have told Teo to stop pushing Lomachenko off of him, he could have beat Teofimo half to death. And it only would have took him 4 rounds to do it. You know what I'm saying? But it's all about that reach, man. It's all about your size and shit like that. Hell, Teofimo fought that Japanese fighter and was like, oh, his reach, his height, no more tall guys. And I got this all Rolly's, I think, Twitter or IG page. IG page. Rolly, the one that just got that belt at 135 and everybody was like, he lost the fight. He walks around at 180 pounds. Like, nobody's business, bruh. Like, I'm just saying. But, let me go through. I know some people probably be mad or probably wondering why I made this video. This is because this is something been on my head. And when y'all see that they fought When you see any of these guys fight somebody small and you hear me make a video and you like, why it sound like I'm hating? Because I don't give a fuck. Until they fight somebody around their same size, then I'll care. Until they fight against some adversity, I'll care. The only one that I respect right now as far as fighting is Ryan Garcia versus Lukewarm Campbell Soup. And it's because Luke Campbell's bigger than Ryan Garcia. So I respect that fight, but the rest of these motherfuckers, like, I don't respect the fights. It's cool to watch, but like, y'all not even fighting in your right weight class. It seems to me like y'all scared of letting the O go, fighting your natural weight class. Their natural weight class is 140 pounds, in my opinion, period and point blank. Gervonta Davis is 5'5.5" with a 67.5" reach. He's 5'5.5", 26-year-old southpaw. He ain't gonna be growing that much more. He is, and said he's not a 135-pound fighter. He is a 130-pound fighter. Gary Russell is a 126-pound fighter. He is 5'4.5" with a 64-inch reach. Lomachenko, 5'6", with a 65.5" reach. Even though he moved up from 130 to 135, he should be moving back down to 130 because, look. But before I get on out of here, I wanted to run through these sizes for you guys real quick, okay? The champion's at 126 pounds. Josh Warrington is 5'7". That Emmanuel something and start with an N. He's 5'7" also, but he's skinny as hell. He got a 72-inch reach, a very bony Mexican, all right? Josh Warrington, 5'7" also, but he has no power. Gary Russell is at 126. He's a champion. He's 5'4.5" with a 64-inch reach. And then we have Leo is 5'7" with a 69-inch reach that just got bodied, straight knocked out, put to sleep at 130 pounds by Gervonta Davis. And then moving up to 130, we have Jamel Herring. Jamel Herring is 5'10" with a 72-inch reach, and he took 2 losses at 135 pounds, so he moved down to 130. But he tried to go with his natural weight class first. But now, at 130, he is the WBO champion, so maybe it was a good decision for him. Jojo Diaz is 5'6" with a 64-inch reach. Tank Davis, 5'5.5" with a 67.5-inch reach. Miguel Burchell, 5'7" with a 71.5-inch reach. A WBC champion. That last fight was at 135 pounds. Now, I'm going to skip 135 because everybody at that weight class I already talked about. So 140 pounds, where I think they should be. Jose Ramirez, he's 5'10" with a 72-inch reach. Josh Taylor, 5'10" with a 69.5-inch reach. Mario Barrios he's 5'10" with a 71-inch reach. Now let's recap. Ryan Garcia is 5'10". Devin Haney is damn near 5'10". Shakur Stevenson is the same size as Bud. And then you have Teofimo, which is the smallest dude that's moving up to 140. I believe Teofimo's moving up to 140 immediately because he don't want to fight nobody that's at 135 pounds. He don't want to lose. He want to keep all of those belts and move up to 140 where he'll be in a good position. Now, the reason why I think these guys are staying at 135 pounds is because they want to pad their record first before they move up and possibly take a L or be in a very tough fight. They want to get all their wins now. But none of y'all can say that y'all are no Floyd. Floyd didn't do that bullshit. Floyd was in his weight class. Everybody he fought was around his size or bigger. He didn't fight no real tiny motherfuckers when he first started. So y'all just need to give it up. Every single one of you motherfuckers need to give it up. And Gervonta Davis is the most hated, period. He's the most hated out of everybody I talked about today. Everybody. But he's in his natural weight class. He has the best record. He knocks motherfuckers out. Period. I can't respect that other shit. Not fighting a smaller man. Now, Gervonta Davis isn't looked at like a Canelo. Now, Canelo's a smaller man. We want Charlo to whip his ass, but that's because Canelo is who he is. Gervonta Davis ain't that. So if y'all ain't giving him that respect, then I'm not going to give y'all that respect for beating him. Some people say Canelo pound for pound #1. He's the face of boxing. He got a $200 million That's not Tank. And if y'all not giving him that type of respect, then why would I give you that type of respect for beating him? Period. Always like and subscribe to the channel.